All right, we're ready for 6-6 practice number 1. This is problem number 3. Problem number 3. This is a quadrilateral. It's also a kite. Because it is a kite, we learned that there is one pair of angles that is equal. That's this one and this one. One pair of angles is going to be equal. This one is equal to this one. All right, so we have two of the angles, and then we have these two that we don't know. So there's two ways we could do this. Let's go with the first method. The first method that we could do is we could say, well, all right, well, we're trying to find these missing angles. Now, if you cannot remember the sum of the angles, the sum of those interior angles, well, first of all, it's not good if you can't remember, because that's what this unit has been about. We started that with the very first section, 6-1. We had a formula. The sum of the interior angles is always equal to the number of sides minus 2 times 180, n being the number of sides. Okay? Right here, this n is number of sides. That's what the n represents. It says 4 sides. It's a quadrilateral. So to find the sum of the interior angles, I'm going to put the number of sides, 4 minus 2 times 180. 4 minus 2 is 2. 2 times 180 is 360. That means the interior angles, these 4 angles right here, will all add up to 360 degrees. So method number 1 would be to use algebra. I could assign an x to these, and I could put an x in both of them because since they're the same, I can use the exact same variable. X represents a number that we don't know. This is the same number that we don't know, so we use the same variable. So now I'm going to add up these 4 angles to equal 360. 70 plus 36 plus x plus x. If I add up all 4 of these angles, I already know that the sum of them should be 360. So now I know that the 4 angles add up to 360. I know that from this formula, so I write it out that that's true. Now I do some adding. So 70 plus 36 is 106. The x and the x I can put together as a 2x. It equals 360. I would then subtract 106 from both sides. And I'm going to get, on this side, the 106 minus 106 is gone. I have this 2x. Just to make sure, I'm going to use my calculator. I don't think I have my calculator pulled up. Let me pull up my calculator real quick. There we are. Calculator, 360 minus 106, 254. So I come over here, minimize that, and we go 254. Now I need to get rid of this 2, so I'm going to divide both sides by 2. And after I do that, I get x equals 254 divided by 2. And just to make sure I don't do the wrong answer, let's go ahead and just hit divided by 2, enter. And I get 127. All right, so now I know that that x is 127 degrees. So what is the measurement of angle D? 127. Now, there's another way that you could do this. If you go, I don't really like algebra. Well, the other method, for lack of a better title, I'm just going to call it common sense. If common sense knows that all 4 of these add up to 360, you can just go, well, okay, let's get rid of the 2 that I know. So I can go 360, and I could go minus 70, or I could do them both at the same time and just do that minus 106. I could start off and I could say, well, let's see here, wait, let's try something different. Let's just say, let's add the 2 that I know together, and I get 106. I could then take the whole amount, 360, and go, let's get rid of that 106 that I know is these two angles. I go 360 minus 106 is 254. All right, so now I'm looking at this kite, and I'm going, okay, so I've eliminated this one, eliminated this one. All I've got left, so these two angles here, this one and this one together is 254. And since they're the same, I know I just need to split this evenly between the two. Splitting something evenly between two things has a math title called divide. So we're going to divide 254 divided by 2. And we get 254 divided by 2, and it is 127. So you're going to get the same answer this way, but this is just a common sense method of just thinking about what you've got and what I'm trying to find. Hope that's helpful for problem number 3. If you have any questions, ask Mr. Harmless.